Hello, welcome to day 5 of our adventure through outer space through yarn. I hope you're enjoying our little trip out into the stars. Let's get right into it. Ta-da! So if you haven't opened already, if you haven't peeked, which yes, I know some people peek. It's okay. It's okay. You do this is once I ship these to you, they're yours. So let's unveil day 5. Ta-da! It is the Milky Way. The Milky Way. And why is it this? I'll show you in just a second. Um, but it's kind of like it depends on how you appears on your screen, but it's kind of like a dark navy or some lighter navy. And then there's some white, and then there's little bits of purple because navy is a blue, but it's kind of like a purpley blue. But there's purposely some little bits of purple around the white. Not too much of it though. But yes, so looking at the night sky, and I'll show you my inspiration photo. Here. Um, there we go. That is my inspiration photo, which is still from a photo from the Earth. Um, so we have covered day 1 was a star of Bethlehem, so a star seen from the Earth. 2 was Pluto and Charon, which are still within our solar system. 3 was Halley's Comet, still within our solar system, although kind of going around. Then we had the blue marble, and that is Earth itself, but still viewed from the moon. This is still within our solar system, but we're kind of looking at the whole, I mean, not within our solar system, our universe, but just kind of looking, we're going to start looking at the whole thing. So why is it called the Milky Way? Um, why is it called the Milky Way? Well, we used to kind of view just like the Earth is the only thing, and then the sun orbited the Earth, thousands of years ago. We think we are the center of the universe. And then, you start to back up and then you see that the sun, we are orbiting it. And then you start to think about, oh, well, these stars that we're seeing out in the sky, maybe they are just like the sun. And so the Milky Way is, looking back, stepping back one more time. Oh, there's our solar system. Then there's a whole bunch of other stars, and they're forming this shape called the Milky Way. It's a spiral galaxy of stars. And all of the stars that we see in our sky, individual stars, are all part of the Milky Way. But what we think of as the structure of the Milky Way when you look up in the sky is like that inspiration photo, that hazy kind of white in the dark sky. And where are we located within this galaxy called the Milky Way? Well, let me show you. Go back to another NASA website. Here we go. The NASA website's really great. The James Webb, which we're probably going to look at some other examples from it, is really great. But NASA just in general I like it's much I like the structure of it. It's black and white and all these real cool images. So it's a spiral galaxy, the Milky Way. And where are we? We are on the Orion Spur, and the sun is kind of like halfway out. So we're kind of like in the middle of these arms, the elbow maybe, of the spiral galaxy known as the Milky Way. Kind of like, being that Goldilocks right in the middle, where we can have a nice little blue marble known as the Earth existing. So that is my inspiration for the Milky Way. And I love navy in general. It kind of is a good representation of a really dark sky. It's such a good neutral. So I'm sporting some navy. Well, it may look more blue on your screen. Got to be careful with screens. But let's see what I have knit up so far with it. Here it is. Look. All right, let's see. The right side, which there's not that much difference between right and wrong side. It's just what like the separations between the colors are a little more clearer. So I can probably wear this either way. There's my little spaceship. I'm just marking the right side right now with my spaceship, a little alien spaceship stitch marker. You can see day 1, 2, 3, 4. And no, I have not finished all of 5. And I know eventually I'm going to start to run out of yarn before I technically finish the wedge as the wedges get slightly bigger. But I'm coming up with a plan. It kind of doesn't matter because it's just making like this, kind of circular shape that goes down. And I don't want it so big that it hangs down really low. So I'm gonna do some modifications. Like I said, I'm heavily modifying the design, including taking the welts out of the Betad by Stephen West, and also I'll probably be modifying those later wedges as well, because there's going to be 12 of them, and I think I'm going to run out of the 20 grams of yarn before I finish them. We shall see. And you can kind of see in real life, I see these sparkles more than on the screen, but there we go. So I hope you're enjoying our little adventure, whether you're working out the yarn yet or not. Don't forget to ask me for suggestions. I'll throw a bunch at you. And I'll check in with you tomorrow. Bye.